celebration of the young ocean leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, for you being here today, put your hands together for yourself. Fantastic, perfect. All right, we're going to commence on the program. Before then, in case you don't know me, or probably you see me on your screen, or you heard my voice on the radio, my name is Olubenga Richard. That's original. Omo Ikarea Kuku. I'm from Bedu 100.1 FM, where Aria is unlimited. I'm an actor, a live band musician, and at the same time an event planner. So you call on us, African Stars Entertainment, got you covered. Because what? We plan for the matured minds. But as we're going to today's event, special is School to See. We're going to start with an opening prayer. And our opening prayer for today is our national anthem. Because time isn't on our side, we're going to take this stanzas 3. So, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of time, if you know you're not busy wherever you are, let's rise and don't ask national anthem. Stanza 3 only, followed by the national pledge. Thank you.
God of all creation, this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And all rich and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. I pledge Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity and uphold our honor and glory. So help me God.
Fantastic. Put your hands together for yourself. Let's have our seat. I hope you guys are happy to be here. If you know you're happy, once again, put your hands together for yourself, not for me. Fantastic, fantastic, perfect. But now we are going to jump some because we're still expecting some of our dignitaries. Before then, I think I need to quickly invite from the HSC department to just give you some, a good great messages. Then before I move on, I'm using an opportunity to just wait for our dignitaries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of time, permit me to hand over the mic to the HSC manager. You're welcome, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. You're welcome. My name is Mr. Allswell Honor. I'm the HSC manager of the company where you are. You are within the premises of LTT Debasa Marine Nigeria Limited. What did I say? LTT Debasa Marine Nigeria Limited. It used to be Continental Shipyard Limited, but it has changed for the moment. Well, I welcome you all to this special Easter School to See career program under the auspices of Ocean Ambassadors Foundation. So you are welcome. Well, this is not the first time I'm seeing you. I can see new faces. Well, it's going to be an exciting one, but in the interim, I'm going to put you through some safety moments, okay? And in safety moments, we have to actually make sure where we are right now, we are safe. Is that right? And one of the key things about safety is that we try to prevent accidents, all right? Injuries and fatalities. So when we talk about HSC, we're talking about health, safety, and what? Environment. What did I say? Health, safety, and what? Environment. It's a special area of its own. Now, where you are right now, we have emergency exits. By emergency, I'm talking in case maybe there is something that may likely hurt all of us here right now. There should be a way we should get evacuated immediately. When I say evacuation, we move out, is that right, of the place, right, without getting injuries. So our emergency exits here are two places. Number one, look at that door there. The door where I'm pointing right now, that is one of the emergency exits. The second one is the one behind you, your entrance, the door you came in from. Is that right? So emergency exit. So we say now, maybe there is something like a fire or a spark or something begins to happen in a way which anybody will have to get injured. Right? You find yourself out of that place. Now behind this building is what we refer to as our assembling point or the muster station. What did I say? Assembly point or the what? Muster station. Maybe by the end of this program, I think from the agenda, the program here, you will be going around to see the Lagos Channel, all right? The body of water, surrounding us here with some of our vessels, with some of our boats. Is that right? So by then, I think I may likely conduct you a little bit further so you can have a lot of exciting moments around there. Are you getting what I'm saying? Vessels, the cargo vessels bringing in things and so on to the tin can, jetties where we do further exchanges from the overseas. Well, we have the Lagos channel and the other channels with our water bodies. Now, what we actually do here is dredging and mooring. By dredging, I mean the water must maintain a particular depth. The water must be deep enough to withstand the very big vessels. There are cargo ships that actually move to these particular ports. Yeah, that is the proper ports, like the Tinkan ports. That's actually the word I wanted to remember. Now, these vessels can be as long as 100 meters long. 100 meters long, I'm trying to tell you, even about 110 meters long. So if you actually know what the sprinting line is, this is how long they could be. And they carry so much heavy load. Cars, containers with all sorts of items. Now you will see that when such vessels move through bodies of water or the channels that lead to these ports, you will eventually see that there is a lot of weight. And for them to withstand this weight, all right, the water must be very, very deep, even deeper than the height of this particular building we are. So what happens here is that there must be dredging. By dredging, I mean excavation of mud, sand, and other debris, all right, within the waterbed. And this thing happens 365 days. So as I'm talking to you now, the special type of vessels we call dredgers, you will see some of them out there by the time we begin. The dredgers keep on excavating, lifting, removing to maintain that particular depth of over 12 feet deep, so that these vessels do not run aground. Are you getting me? When I say a vessel run aground, is that when the vessel is so heavy that its weight comes as low as the ground, that means it cannot move anymore. It's so heavy that the underlying part of the vessel can no longer move. That is what we mean by aground. So to prevent these vessels from going aground, that is, they cannot move any further, there must be continuous what? Dredging. So it's part of our duty to see that the Apapa ports, all right, the channels, the water bodies leading to Apapa ports are always maintained at that depth. So that is one duty we do. Another thing we do here is to maintain, to ensure that the surrounding water bodies, all right, is pollution free. So you see within this zone, there are other neighboring companies, right? And who kind of remove and move effluents of pollutants into the surrounding water. We do a lot of pollution monitoring. By pollution monitoring, we try to maintain that the parameters of the surrounding water, like the quantity of oxygen in the water, right, is enough to maintain life, the fish. Not because we are walking or people are walking here, you begin to kill the life in the water. Okay? Another thing we see that we try to ensure that maybe discharge of hot water, the amount of debris floating in the water is all okay. So that's part of the pollution. We do a lot of survey. We do a lot of survey around this particular area to find out the depths and the right places we have to do our dredging. Now, the other side is what we call mooring. Mooring is a very important aspect, especially where you have big ports like the Tinkan port. By mooring, we are talking about the use of ropes, okay? The use of ropes, on the vessel to bring these ships very safely to the jetties. When I use the word jetty, it's just a narrow part between the shore, all right, and the water. Okay, when I say ashore or shore, I'm talking about the land. All right, and when I use the word offshore, I'm talking about work that is done in the sea. Are you getting what I'm saying? So by the time these vessels get to the ports, is that right? They are moored. What I mean by mooring, the ships are very, very big. Are you getting what I'm saying? And you don't maneuver them, that is, you don't drive them as if you are driving a car. Are you getting what I'm saying? You don't move them that way. Because of their size, they need other small boats. We refer to as tugboats. What did I say? Tug what? Boats. The tugboats maybe is one of the boats you are going to board by the time you begin to go around the channels. The tugboats are very, very powerful boats. Okay? They do what is called, right, mooring, pushing and pulling. What did I say? Pushing and pulling. That is what mooring about. It's all about. So if these big ships come, they are very long. The captain, that is the man who is in charge, and other officers don't drive them as if you are driving a car. No. They will need the assistance of these boats I just mentioned now, the tugboats. Is that right? To push them and pull them, all right, to the jetty. All right? The jetty is a kind of construction you find at the edge of the shore or at the edge of the port. So when they get to the port, they remain where they are in the midstream. And these tugboats will come. All right? Why I say they are powerful, okay, why I say they are powerful is because the ships they are going to pull or push are very, very heavy. So they use the ropes. One will be pulling, while the other will be pushing. And they will push it until it gets to the edge, which are referred to as jetty. And at the edge, they now tie these vessels. Are you getting that? Now the process of tying them to special structures we call bollards is the mooring to prevent them from drifting. Are you getting me? So once you get them moored at the jetty, right, it prevents the vessel from what? Drifting back into the sea. And once it is there, all of the operations like, right, offloading the cargo and other things are done. Now, if you come into the yard, we do a lot of maintenance. This is, you have those of you who will be going for engineering, marine engineering, mechanical engineering, all right, buoyant and all that, all right. There are places for you here. So we have so many mechanical engineering workshops. We do a lot of maintenance that we can even fabricate parts. We don't necessarily need to go to overseas and probably importing so many things. We have engineers, we have machines that can actually make some parts and we can repair and replace some of these things. All right, actually, I have a really good time and I can only go on telling you what we do. There are a lot of other things we do. Well, I will come back to you, all right? And this is just an interim to fill up the gap. Yeah, so by the time I come the second time, that is when you'll be making your tour around this place. I will see more of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the HAC manager. Do you have questions? Do you have questions to ask him? You have to do. From Siemens Grammar School, I have Okafor Chukwu.
Sir, you made mention of the tugboats that pull ships.
Put the mic close to me.
Sir, you made mention of tugboat that pulls the ship nearer to your shore.
Yes.
And you said it's very powerful.
Yes.
Sir, does it depend on the sea's wave or the power of the engine which the tugboat carries?
Very good question. Thank you. Consider. Is asking, I'm saying that the tugboats are powerful boats. What do I mean by that? I think he had almost answered the question too. They have very powerful engine, all right? The engines are the type that we call them azimuth engines. You may understand that by the time you reach further in the engineering, all right? The boats can move 360 degrees. Are you getting me? They can turn. Their engines are very strong and powerful. Are you getting what I'm saying? And that is why I refer to that. You need to be very powerful and strong in order to move a 100-meter cargo ship. It's not really easy. So you need about 4 of them, or even up to 5, in order to push the vessel close down to the jetty where you get it moored. Well, there are various types of vessels, if I will tell you. I've talked about the dredgers. Is that all right? That actually excavate and remove debris, stones, mud, and other things to make the water deep. Now, I talked about the tugboats, which aid mooring of cargo ships, all right, moving them safely and near to the jetty. We also have survey vessels with special equipment. You see, when we talk about dredging, a dredger does not move into the sea and begins to dredge. The survey vessel will have to go around and probably find out locations, all right, within the depth, all right, bedrock, and probably where you have more of sand, mud, and other things. Is that okay? They have graphics and other things which they use in monitoring. They draw up the chart, and with this chart is given to the captain of the dredging vessel. He moves right to that spot. Is that okay? And they do the excavation. All right? So there are a lot of electronic gadgets attached with these special vessels or the survey vessels. So it's actually a procedure.
I look at people.
We also have the speedboats. We have a lot of speedboats. You will see them. The speedboats are for emergencies. The speedboats we also use for taxi vessels to move people offshore from the ashore, all right, to offshore locations to do their job. Okay? We also have divers boats. I want you to know we have divers. The divers, all right, are specially equipped group of workers, all right, that go right into the water. Okay, they carry oxygen cylinders, right, with special containers that will keep them breathing while they are under the water. We use these divers when some parts, underwater parts of our vessels have some problem. Let's say the propeller of a vessel has a problem, you need a diver to go out there, investigate, map it out, find out what it is, and now give reports to the engineers. Are you getting what I'm saying? The divers also come into place when we have emergencies, right? Sometimes, sorry, I will say this. We used to have very serious emergencies or fatalities where people have serious accidents that could even lead to drowning. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's the divers who go out there, all right, to recover, all right, such situations. So the diving boats actually carry our divers to such areas. So despite the actual of this thing, I've told you what we do. What do we use? Now, there is a special type of equipment or devices we call buoys. All right, buoys. They are spelled B-O-U-Y-S, buoys. Now, buoys are special navigational equipment or devices. Is that right? That help ships to navigate safely in the water. We shall show you that. I think at night, to make you sure, at night if you ride through the marina way and you look in the direction of the Lagos Channel, you notice that there are some lights in the middle of the water. Okay? If you notice there are lights in the middle of the water, spaced out. Actually, those things are the fairway boys. What did I call them? Fairway boys. All right? Sometimes some vessels come in late at night. All right? Now, those boys are located in such a way that they guide the captain. Are you getting me? All right? Those boys, I'll call them, they kind of direct the captain, letting him know special areas where there could be wrecks. Wrecks. All right? He guides him safely down to the port. So these, what they call them, boys, actually help in safe navigation while in the sea. And the boy aspect have also helped me to remind that we also do wreck removal. Wrecks. W-R-E-C-K-S. Wrecks. You know, when I say wrecks, I'm talking about damaged parts of vessels. If I use the word vessels, when you have a yummy say vessels, I'm talking about ship, boat, anything that moves on the sea. Is that okay? So sometimes these vessels get damaged, right? Their parts even fall out, right, and remain in the water. So any metallic or any object, right, any object that could probably lead to an accident to a vessel, maybe the propellers, that is found inside water is referred to as what? A wreck. So sometimes our survey vessels go to locate these wrecks, and we use special vessels with cranes, all right, to launch them out and all that stuff. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. So, sir, I wanted to ask a question about the materials used to make the ropes. Material used to make, like the ropes that are used by the tugboats to pull the ships. Okay. Like the materials that are used for them. And also,
Well, that's a good question. Thank you. That's
and also, I also wanted to ask, like the tugboats, are there some particular water bodies that they cannot pass through?
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Now, for the first question, he's talking about the materials used in making the mooring ropes he's talking about. Well, sometimes these materials could be natural or synthetic. Are you getting me? When I say natural, there are some special plants, right? Plants like hemp that produce fiber, all right, high fiber, all right, that could be modified in the factories to get some of those ropes. Now, some of those ropes are synthetic too. That is, they could be made from chemical substances, all right? But what we talk about is their quality. Those ropes are very resilient. By when I mean resilient, they are difficult to cut. Is that right? Environmental conditions, tension, and they can withstand tension. Are you getting what I'm saying? So they are made, and these ropes are not just single fibers, right? They are molded. When I take you there, some of them are very, very big bundles, made in bundles, so that they can withstand tension when the vessels move, or when these tugboats pull this vessel without cutting. Are you getting me right now? Now, the second question about where do the tugboats move? Right? I want you to know that most of these tugboats are not built here in the country. Right? They come from Europe, right? And so many other countries where they move all the way through the ocean down to Nigeria. So they can actually withstand any body of water through the oceans. Is that right? But most they are made to be used within our coastal area. When I say coastal, within the environs of the ports around Lagos. Is that okay? They are built specially for that purpose. Tugboats are made for just mooring, pushing and pulling of boats. All right? That is for their specificity. Yes, thank you. She needs a mic. She needs a mic. Yeah.
Sir, apart from the top boat, is there any other boat that is much stronger?
Is there any other boat
Vessels that is much stronger?
that works?
That is much stronger, like very stronger than the top
Okay,
boat.
okay. She's asking aside the top boat, which I said is very powerful. Are there other boats that can much stronger? Well, thank you very much. Consider. Well, it depends on the purpose. Are you getting me? Now we are talking about an aspect of economic status using to move cargo ships and all that. This is a special boat, but I want you to know that there are other bigger boats that could be stronger than the tugboat, all right? But with a special type of usage, all right, outside that, okay? All right? Let me even help you here. You know, some of these tugboats, there are some special boats. Let me talk a little. There are special boats we have here. Is that okay? They can play the role of survey. Is that okay? They can also be used as wreck removal. Are you getting me? And they can also be used for dredging. Three properties. Now, these boats have cranes, special lifting devices or devices we call cranes. Are you getting me? A crane is a special device used in lifting materials, heavy materials. Is that right? So we refer to those vessels as crane-mounted vessels. Crane-mounted vessels. So like the wrecks I've just mentioned now, some wrecks can be like, can be very big load of wood sometimes. It could even be a part of a ship. Are you getting me? So these cranes go all the way down, pull it up with their hooks, all right, and then bring them here. So we have places we store wrecks here. So I will call them multi-purpose vessels. So we make them multi-category, multi-cat vessels. So we have two of them here in the yard, and I will show them to you at the right time. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for the Asia's manager. Maybe when the time comes, I'm going to bring you back. So thank you.